Alright, how's it going, guys? Alninio here, and today we're going to be talking about what makes you a good League of Legends player. What is the sole reason that you're bad or good at the game? And there's actually different factors that make you who you are in League of Legends. So there's number 1, mechanics, number 2, game knowledge, and number 3, the attitude, the overall attitude of the game itself and how you're performing in that certain match. Okay, so I'm gonna give a few examples. Let's say we got a Zed player, right? And as you all know, Zed is a mechanical champion. And let's say this Zed player is in fact a gold 3 player. Okay, so he's gold 3 Zed player. And we're gonna factor these 3 things into that gold 3 Zed player. Let's say he's good mechanically, so he's a 4 out of 5 on Zed in terms of mechanics. He knows when to W, when to turret dive, he understands his range of his W, he understands how to play Zed overall. Like, he understands what he needs to do. His game knowledge is 1 out of 5, meaning he is shit at objective control, map awareness, completely ignoring his teammates, not paying attention to enemy cooldowns, enemy exhausts, not timing flash. This is all game knowledge. Game knowledge is the sole reason that makes you a really good player. I think game knowledge is far more important than mechanics. Mechanics is, of course, certainly a big part of the game, a big part of how you're going to perform, 100%. But if you don't have game knowledge, but you have good mechanics, you're not gonna win. You need both, okay? Like, you need to understand that that one exhaust the enemy has, which is 3 minutes cooldown, you should know this. You should also type it in chat and let your team know that it's on cooldown. It's not many people are willing to do that. Not many people time flashes, exhausts, things that I would consider mandatory 100% in every elo. I would consider you do this everywhere. But this gold 3 Zed player does not do that. He also does not ping, which makes his game knowledge utterly shit. 4 out of 5 mechanics, 1 out of 5 in game knowledge, and his attitude is, let's say, 2 out of 5. He's the type of player that cares about himself only. He doesn't care about his team. He doesn't take them into consideration. He doesn't work with his team. He doesn't know when to roam. That's part of game knowledge, but some players would typically not roam if they feel like that person was flaming them or something. Like, when you let that type of thing affect your game, when you let people's words affect your game, that's when things start to fall apart. A good example of a player with a good attitude would probably be Reiko, who is a Riven Master Tier player. And as you all know, there are a lot of Riven players that are, well, toxic as fuck, and selfish players. When you look at Reiko, he's a different type of Riven, and I've played with him. He's my moderator in my Twitch chat, right? I played with him, and his attitude is just a solid 5 out of 5. He dies in lane, he's cool with it, right? When you look at me and my attitude, it's way lower. Like, I'll get pissy sometimes if I lose 2 in a row or 3 in a row. I'll get pissy. Of course, Reiko can get, upset about losing, but he keeps going, he pushes forward. He doesn't let that affect his next game, because it does to me. I let it affect my next game too. So, like, Reiko overall, I would give him a solid 5 out of 5 in mechanics. So let's go to the example of Reiko, a Master Tier Riven player, okay? Master Tier, Riven, mechanics, 5 out of 5. He is solid. He is probably one of the most solid Riven players I've seen, but he does not stream or make YouTube videos, but he's an absolute solid Riven player. I wish he makes videos. I wish he streams, because holy shit, guys, if you see how he plays, he's a fucking beast. Alright, mechanics, 5 out of 5. Game knowledge, 5 out of 5. Attitude, 5 out of 5. I'd seriously give him 5 out of 5 in everything. He is the type of player that has reached the epitome of perfection. And I'm not just saying that because, oh, he's my moderator, and oh, I've known him for years. Yeah, I've known him for years, and I know the fact, how he plays the game and how he decides these little things. He just knows overall the full game as a whole. He has mastered, that's why he's master tier. He has mastered the game. That's why it's called master tier, right? So I'd probably give Reiko 5 out of 5 in everything. He knows what to do in lane. Like, a lot of the times, he knows how to control the lane. He knows not to take minion aggro when he doesn't have to. He knows when to fight. He knows that he should punish a cooldown when it's down, and time exhaust, time flash. He knows when to go in when that certain cooldown is down. He knows when to ult. He knows how to animation cancel with Riven. He is basically a Riven god to me. And I'm sure if he streamed, he would have a lot of fans. But he can't stream, unfortunately. Sad. It's sad. I'll give you guys another example. A Diamond 1 player, Sejuani jungle main. His mechanics are garbage for a Diamond 1 player. 1 out of 5 mechanics. He doesn't play high-intensive mechanical champions like Riven, Fiora, Katarina, Zed, Yasuo. He doesn't play these type of champions. He's a Sejuani player. Okay, he plays Sejuani, Zac. He plays those type of champions. He doesn't play Lee Sin jungle or something like that. He's pretty shit, mechanical-wise, for a Diamond 1 player. But his game knowledge is a solid 5 out of 5. He has mastered map awareness, warding, pink warding, knowing when to push, knowing when to back, paying attention to death timers, knowing when to call Baron, knowing when to call Dragon, sweeping, you name it. He looks at the map every 5 seconds. Every 3 to 5 seconds is how long you should look at the map, by the way. He has mastered that. Sejuani, this Sejuani player knows what it takes to win a game. And that's why he's Diamond 1. He has experienced a lot of games and he knows what he has to do as a Sejuani player to win the game. His attitude, the attitude thing is like not the main factor, but it certainly is part of that factor. Because the way you're feeling, the way your attitude is in that current game is how you're going to excel at a game. So for example, if I lost 3 games in a row and I feel like shit and I go in my 4th game, my attitude's gonna be shit, right? I'm gonna be really fucking edgy and pissy, and if I die once in lane, I'm gonna get really mad. So that's something I gotta work on. Attitude. Maintaining that positivity is a very hard thing for me because I find myself not enjoying the game when I'm losing. And I'm sure that applies to everyone. No one fucking likes to lose. Losing sucks. Seriously. Especially if you're trying to climb in the game. So that would be something that I would say is my weakness the most. Is attitude and maintaining that sort of positivity to go to the next game and feeling good. Because I don't feel good after losing. Winning is great, right? Winning is always great, but sometimes even when I do win and I'm in a shitty mood, right? I feel like, whatever, I'll take some LP. I'm not motivated to play, but I'm gonna play. You know, that's when I'm like, nah, not gonna do it, not gonna play. I'm not gonna play the next one, my attitude's shit, I'm not feeling 100%, I'm just like, no thank you, I just play a different game like RuneScape or Paladins or whatever, some different game, because that's just something that I want to have to work on, is the attitude. I try to stay positive as much as I can. Now keep in mind, attitude is not like flaming in chat or whatever. Attitude is more like how you're feeling. Like how is your attitude towards the game? How are you feeling at this current moment about the game you're playing? For example, if you want to surrender at 20 minutes even though it's like a tie between the 2 teams, and just because you're 0-3, that means your attitude is, you know, shit. I don't know what else way to put it. Your attitude is shit. Your bottom lane is fed, your mid laner is fed, you as the top laner, you're 0-3 and you want to surrender because you played poorly. When in reality you can win the game. Keep in mind, guys, that playing badly in lane does not make you a bad player. Okay, that's stupid. Winning the game is what matters. you winning as a team is what matters. It's a team game, and if other players are doing good, keep at it. You don't have to give out 20 minutes in just because you're 0-3. That's very important with attitude. That's why I think attitude has a big factor in how good you are as a League of Legends player. If you want to improve yourself as a League of Legends player, take these 3 factors into yourself. Okay, look at yourself. Look at yourself and ask, what is my mechanics? Okay, I play Katarina, I play Zed. I think I like mechanical champions. I'm more attracted towards mechanical type of champions. So, I'd say I'm like a 4 out of 5 at mechanics. Okay, and then you say, oh, game knowledge. Maybe I need to work on game knowledge because I'm not looking at the map every 4 to 5 seconds. I'm not making calls. Maybe I should work on that. And then you look at attitude. And you're like, oh, actually my attitude is really good. I'm very positive in games. I'm going to keep maintaining that positivity. I just got to work on game knowledge and fix that. So basically what makes you a good League of Legends player is to look into these, rate yourself. Okay, rate yourself out of 5 from these 3. Mechanics 0 out of 5, 0 out of 5, 0 out of 5. Rate yourself and then work on the thing that you think is your weakness. Like I said, my weakness is definitely attitude. Like my attitude when I lose, or even just like sometimes when I lose in lane, I get really pissed off after a loss streak. That would be attitude. Okay, I think I'd be okay with game knowledge and mechanics. I have a Katarina guide. I enjoy teaching people how to be good at the game. I have the game knowledge, right? And I try not to be boastful about it, but I mean, I don't want to be boastful, but I think I'm pretty decent with game knowledge and mechanics because I played Katarina for a long time, since season 3. Okay, so really that's it. Take these factors into consideration, implement them into yourself, and see what you can improve on, and see how you can become a bit better League of Legends player. These are all the important things that you need to take into consideration. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Alninio fucking 9, and I will see y'all on the Rift. Peace out.